By any chance, did you know that China has secret agencies in America? Not just in China, and something just doesn't sit right. No, this is not fine. This will not be fine. Hundreds. Here. These are secret stations. And for the nature of the video, we will call them agencies. Oh, but we do have some good news in this video. We have reports that 2023 will be the worst in decades. So stay tuned, kids, for your dose of doom and gloom. China, hey, look, you learn something new every day, unless you're so smart, right? You get the paper outside your door every morning. Your dog, probably a black lab, brings it to you, and you say, thanks, Charlie. China operates more than 1,000 secret stations in dozens of countries to monitor its citizens in exile. Reports say, welcome communism. And then there's the question that is posed to you and I. Well, what do we do? You know, people that are here and they're like, it's really bad over there, I don't want to go back. And the Chinese authorities are sending everyone back. And then they tell us, well, they broke a law. Well, what'd they do? Well, they didn't want to stay locked down for 15 years. Oh, and how about when you do go back, how about all those nice little boxes that they put you in? I'm not going to show you videos of that, but I have seen much of lines of people going into places that I would not want to be. It looks like something like a cross between World War II and Handmaid's Tale. But reports of Chinese police stations in the United States of America, well, it's worrisome to the FBI. They seem to be a little concerned. The FBI is concerned that the reports of the secret stations linked to China have been set up all across the United States of America, which is not communism, it's socialism, where the people just give up their rights, right? That Bill of Rights, you didn't need that as long as you get free stuff. The Constitution, you don't want that either, even though a lot of people died for your freedom, and you just are like, how much will you give me if I give that up? Exactly. And then coming in from communist China establishes stations in the U.S. Soil. Actually, this.org picked this one up. The National Association of these guys, that I used to be one of those guys. Until I decided, you know what, I think I want to make more money. It's just something about working for government. I don't know. It's okay, right? Teaching university, high school. You're like, this just isn't cutting it. I was at my local coffee shop chatting with a local cop buddy when I mentioned a story I read about China setting up local stations in foreign countries, well, including the one right next to you. His look of disbelief told me I should at least get on this cops and supporters' radar screen. As the article goes on the heels of numerous reports that the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, is buying up land, which you're going to make Bill Gates upset because he's buying it all. So I don't know. You talk to Bill. Some which is located near U.S. military installations. Can you just, that is what is happening. You got the Air Force base. That's where I was at. And then you have a Chinese base. Oh, okay. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're handling some business over here. Comes a report of a communist Chinese cop shop. Now we have Chinese, you say that, communist Chinese cop shop 5 times, located in the United States of America. And it's not just here, it's everywhere. China has opened up overseas stations in the U.S., Canada, to monitor Chinese citizens, report shows. And then if you ask them, they'll go, no, we're not. Let me just get the story 100% accurate. China rejects charge it runs illegal overseas stations. They're not illegal. I mean, that is right out of a presidential handbook. Right? What is it? China denied accusations that it runs illegal overseas stations that a human rights group says are used to track down suspects. Now, I know I skipped over the word criminal. Actually, I do skip over a lot of words because of the tubes, but that is for a whole nother video. But what is that? What is criminal? You didn't want to be locked down? Okay, I wouldn't say that's criminal. I'd say over here, that's why we have a Bill of Rights. I mean, that's actually the number one, right? To gather and to protest and to write and to speak and all those things. There's 5 in number 1. And then the second one in the Bill of Rights, for those of you that don't know about it, that would be number 2. And it looks like that, okay? And that is to protect you against the government so they don't take away number 1, which has 5. And it's God-given rights, which governments are like, who's that guy? Says it's only helping, right, nationals with issues like renewing driver's license. I say, well, since it's just renewing driver's license, why should we even worry? Why is the FBI director very concerned by Chinese stations in the United States of America? Well, I can list you 100 different reasons. It's like, let me list the ways of how our governments just screw us all up, right? Give it to the government, they'll make it worse. Give it to the private sector, well, they'll just take your money. See, one wants to take your money, the other one wants to take away your freedoms. It's like, which one? So difficult. But also, big picture in all of this. It's all rolling over and it's all going to get worse, more worser. Manufacturing orders from China down 40%. That's almost half. There is no demand. And you know what's interesting? About a year ago, because I always tell people, sell something. I don't care. You're either a buyer or you're a seller. Try to get on the seller side. It's just life with passive income a little bit more easier. And everyone was like, I'm not going to start a business selling plastic things or rubber things or things that are soft to the touch because did you see how much freight charges are? And I said to you guys, well, that's going to reverse. 1 minute's expensive. The next minute, it's free. They'll actually pay you to ship something, and you will still give me excuses on why you won't start a business. So right now, well, we're manufacturing's down 40%. Shipping is almost free. Oil to ship things is going to move in that direction. That's what happens during recessionary times and disinflationary times and depression times. So now my question is to you, what's your excuse for not starting a business? Huh? I'm waiting. Do copy the Fed. That's what I say. Like copy a politician. If you want to make a lot of money, start business or be a politician, or copy one of the two. I mean, look at this. This is so stupid. Money, right? Everything here. Some more fake money. You think that's fake money? Wait, this. Oh wow! I just tripped over a lot of silver to get to fake money. Look, fake money. How much is this guy making producing fake money? Wait for it. Okay, so this guy's making $22,053 a month. Play money for kids. I mean, that would be cool. That would probably pay off a couple bills. How about this one? This is like, looks legit. This is probably what I need to get for my show. And I know YouTubers use this. Makes them look really rich, right? How much you making fake money? $16,937.55 a month. But yes, there's costs involved. COGS, cost of doing business. No, that would be CODS. I mean, there's so many things you guys can do. Also above my head, see that? I want to try that on, find out how fat I am, from Amazon, where they monitor everything. I just wish they had one of those for my wife, where every time she tries to buy something, it like zaps her. But I mean, very easily, you could do a band for that, right? Different colors, all the colors of the rainbow. Well, you be you. Also, before I forget, I was doing a one-day sale. Every time I do this one-day sale, something glitches on YouTube. So one day, this is it. On not these. I do have some down below, whatever. But it's this one. Dominate Amazon, $997. I am going to slash it by 90% because I want you to learn how to do this. Please, $100. And I also don't know how long I'm going to keep it. Like that one's gone. Poof, gone. But bravo, why would I want to start a business in a recession? I always do. Start one new business every year. Sometimes it's more. I've done that probably since I used to sling mistletoe around the holiday season, right? Man, I was the richest, brokest kid at school. What do I mean by richest, brokest? My familia, yeah, the house that I was in was worth $29,000 in Southern California. Go figure. It was more like a box. I was very familiar with food stamps and knowing what I don't want to do in my life. My mom didn't have a job. My dad didn't have a job. Actually, a stepdad, and he was a really sweet man, but had to get out of that house as or box as soon as possible. And I knew starting a business every single year would solve that. And I guess at some point I should probably chill a little bit. I don't know. The scars of youth. But Citi warns rolling recession will shake global economy in 2023. Great. Okay, so I was making $25,000 a month selling my plastic dumpster fire. Now I'm making, I don't know, 10. But bravo, I'm scared. Okay, yeah, fear, no money. People with fear, they're broke, right? People that bang their head, maybe that's why I was like dropped. So I'm risk averse on most of my plays, but I'm constantly striving, right, to be better. That's just my thing. So even though we're in a recession, we're in a depression, I'm still going to sell mistletoe on the corner. We're all set up, my kids set up lemonade stands. That's just how it is. Bad dad. I passed on that bad genetics. IMF cuts global growth forecast for next year. We're not even there yet. Warns the worst is yet to come. And I say, great. Well, I will take advantage of it. I will take advantage of a down market. I will take advantage of an up market. I'm not going to be fearful. I'll be greedy when everyone's fearful, which you already know that. But I'm still not buying and holding. Also, if you want to learn how to trade this stuff, link in the description for that. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Stay free. Enjoy everything. And I'll see you tomorrow because I work every day of my life, even though I don't have to.